Coming up on the Shield, University Programming Council hosted a karaoke night.
And Valparaiso University celebrated the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr.
Broadcasting from Schnabel Hall on the beautiful campus of Valparaiso University, you're watching The Shield on VUTV.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us here on The Shield. I'm Brendan Kinney.
And I'm Erica Koger. A service of celebration was held at the Chapel of Resurrection last week in honor of Virginia Shingleton. For the last 21 years, Dr. Shingleton was a full-time member of the faculty here at Valparaiso University and the Economics Department Chair since 1998. Dr. Shingleton touched the lives of her family, friends, colleagues, and students. When reflecting on Dr. Shingleton's life, many people said she was an inspiration. She leaves behind her husband of 40 years, 2 sons, and a grandchild.
If you happened to be walking past a cafe last Friday night, you may have heard some people singing some catchy songs. The University Programming Council, or UPC, hosted a karaoke night event for all Valpo students. VUTV News correspondent Lynette Grant went out to the event and has more on the story.
The campus cafe was filled with many more people than a typical Friday night. It was here that the University Programming Council, or UPC for short, held a karaoke night from 7 to 10 p.m. Students were encouraged to sing and dance, choosing from over 40 songs ranging from different decades. Some very popular songs of the night were Love Shack, I Will Survive, and Call Me Maybe. Some students originally did not plan on singing, but everyone who did enjoyed their night.
I actually came to the cafe for some food with some friends and kind of got dragged on stage, so.
What song did you end up singing tonight?
I sang the YMCA.
I came out tonight because a bunch of friends just asked me if I wanted to come out, and I thought it sounded fun, so I came out and tried it.
UPC is responsible for putting on numerous fun events for students on campus. Freshman sociology major Taylor KRIVAS explained to me why he joined UPC.
Because it seemed like it'd be fun, like get out, get to know people, and I think planning events is kind of fun, so I wanted to give it a go.
Reporting for The Shield on VUTV, I'm Lynette Grant.
If you missed UPC's karaoke night, there are many more events planned for this semester, including Kids and Sibs Weekend in February. For more information on upcoming UPC events, you can visit valpo.edu/student/UPC.
Valparaiso University students took a break from studying to watch the movie The Campaign in Neal Science Center this past weekend. The University Programming Council sponsored the event. The Campaign stars Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. We all know you can't catch a movie without popcorn, so UPC served up the light and buttery snack.
This past Monday, members of the Valparaiso University campus celebrated the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. It all began with a convocation in the Chapel of the Resurrection. Students were able to choose from several focus sessions ranging anywhere from the topics of justice to building bridges and Greek life. VUTV News correspondent Amy Vanderhayden was there to capture the day's events.
On Monday, students, faculty, and community members gathered in the Chapel of the Resurrection for the Martin Luther King Jr. Day Convocation, kicked off by President Heckler and keynote speaker Ebal Patel.
Dr. King's legacy calls us to work together to bring about positive change in our society, around the corner, down the street, and throughout the world.
The convocation included music from Valparaiso's choirs, as well as speakers and awards that were handed out to faculty members who have carried on the legacy of King. After the ceremonies concluded, I asked attendees about their feelings of the day's events.
What did you think about today's convocation?
I think it was great and informative. Ebal Patel is a very smart man and young and promoting interfaith amongst all peoples, which is, I also believe in that as well.
I thought that it was really inspirational, talking about how we need to work together as one community in the world and not focus so much on our differences.
Ebal Patel, the keynote speaker of the convocation, also stayed after to meet with the VU community, sign books, and take pictures. I was able to ask Mr. Patel about what he wanted to talk about during the convocation and how he plans to carry on the leadership that Martin Luther King Jr. laid out.
Well, I wanted to focus on Dr. King's legacy as an interfaith bridge builder, as someone who was deep in his Christian tradition, but learned and admired other religious traditions and focused on building bridges between them. And I'm proud to be continuing leading an organization that's part of a movement of training interfaith leaders.
For a quick check of your Valpo weather forecast, Storm Shield meteorologist Rachel Dunsing is in the Storm Shield Weather Center. Hi, Rachel.
Well, guys, the big weather maker of the past few days has been this very cold Canadian air mass, and it's affected our weather, and we've had some very, very cold temperatures and very, very chilly wind chills as well. But now we're going to have a low pressure system tracking off to our south, and that could bring us the possibility of some snow Thursday night and into Friday. I'll tell you all about it coming up in my full weather in just a few minutes. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Rachel. Coming up, we'll have a full look at Rachel's Valpo weather forecast, as well as national news and a Valpo sports update. You're watching The Shield on VUTV.
Greetings and salutations from the Office of Information Technology. My name is Joanne Pesavano, and I'm the One-Card Operations Manager here at Valparaiso University. Today, I'm here with one of our off-campus merchants, Qdoba. Qdoba will be our week 2 merchant in the program. Their specials will run from January 21st through January 27th. And we have Rick here from Qdoba who can tell us a little bit about that special.
So our special coming up is going to be free chips and queso with purchase of an entree and a drink. It's a really good deal because queso is what sets us apart from our competition, and it's definitely our top seller, so it's going to be a great promotion.
Fantastic. Once again, that promotion runs the week of January 21st through January 27th. I know that Qdoba has a lot to offer here in the community, as well as I'm aware of there's a rewards program with Qdoba. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Rick?
Sure. Our rewards program is a loyalty program. You'll get a card and you'll sign up with a valid email account. You'll earn points with every visit. Once you get to 1,000 base points, you'll be rewarded with a free entree. And you will also get email reminders about any upcoming specials we have here at the store, as well as birthday gifts, birthday surprises, and also rewards on the anniversary date that you signed up for the card.
That's fantastic. We know we're always looking for additional deals and promotions here at the university, and we've had quite a working relationship with Qdoba since you've opened here about 3 years ago, if I recall correctly. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got involved with the university?
We're a really big hit with the university. I've seen our traffic from the university increase so much since I've been here, and I know we've done a lot of fundraisers and we've done benefits with the school, and it's really a great relationship both ways, and we're really glad to help the university, and then the business we get from the university is outstanding as well.
Well, thanks so much. We look forward to working with you in the future, and hopefully plenty of our students will come out and take advantage of the specials that you have here to offer. Once again, students, if you need any more information, you can also go on our website at www.valpo.edu/merchants with our specials and availability of all the merchants we have on campus.
Welcome back to The Shield. Some scary moments for football fans in Atlanta after last weekend's big NFC championship game. Emergency crews were called to the scene of a stabbing. It happened outside of the Georgia Dome following the Falcons' defeat by the San Francisco 49ers. Officials say an altercation occurred in a parking lot outside the Dome. A 35-year-old man was stabbed. He survived and is now hospitalized in stable condition. An investigation is underway.
Civil rights activists, including the Reverend Jesse Jackson, participated in a wreath-laying ceremony at the memorial dedicated to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He would have turned 84 last week. January 21st is the national holiday in King's memory. President Obama used a Bible that belonged to King when he took his public oath of office on Monday.
Authorities in Jackson, Mississippi are searching for the suspect in a shooting at the city's Martin Luther King Jr. parade. Police say a 23-year-old man was shot in the chest. The victim managed to run from the scene to the intersection of MLK and Granbury before collapsing. He is now hospitalized in stable condition. Officials say they don't think it's a random shooting. Police questioned one man, but so far no one's been arrested.
Barbara Walters took a fall on the step at the British ambassador's residence in Washington and cut her forehead. The journalist and host of The View was taken to the hospital to be checked out. According to a statement from ABC News, Barbara is, quote, alert and telling everyone what to do, which we will all take as a very positive sign, end quote. ABC News says the 83-year-old Walters remains hospitalized for observation.
A man, woman, and 3 elementary-age children were found dead in an Albuquerque, New Mexico home. Authorities say they got a call about a possible homicide. Now, when deputies arrived at the home, they found 5 bodies with multiple gunshot wounds. They also found several weapons in the home, including what they describe as an assault-type rifle. The suspect in the case is 15 years old. Investigators say he lived in the home and may be related to the victims. The teen is being charged with 2 counts of murder and 3 counts of child abuse leading to murder.
Valpo area has experienced some very cold temperatures this past week. Can we expect snow anytime soon? Storm Shield meteorologist Rachel Dunsing joins us in the studio. Hi, Rachel.
Well, hi, Erica. And it's like you said, it has been so frigidly cold the first few days of this week. I know I had to bring out extra layers just to try and keep warm. We definitely had a wind chill factor as well. And so that's something we're going to be dealing with over the next few days as well. But the good news is if you like some snow, we are going to be experiencing a chance of it by tomorrow night and even into Friday morning as well. So that definitely helps if you do like snow and you are missing it a little bit because it is still going to be a little bit cold. But the good news is if you don't like the snow, you just have to wait a few days and we will have a warm up next week and we're going to be getting into the 30s, something we haven't seen in a while. And so our model depicting temperatures is showing International Falls at -16 degrees. So you see a lot of this cool Canadian air that's been dominating our weather for the past few days is still being a big factor for our weather. And see the models depicting here in Valparaiso 21 degrees by this evening. And so as we continue to advance it on, showing still some very, very chilly temperatures. International Falls has been in the negatives for quite a while the past few days, and they're still at -19. Green Bay is at 2 degrees, and then here in Valparaiso by early tomorrow morning we're going to be around 14 degrees, and just to our west Davenport will be at 6. So still this cold weather is still going to be a factor over the next few days, like I kept saying, so don't count it out quite yet, and you still see it moving off to the east. We're starting a slight warming trend Valparaiso by tomorrow night in the mid to lower 20s, and we're going to drop right back down into those upper teens by Friday, and then warm up once again into the mid-20s. So we're going to be out of the single digits that we've been experiencing for a while. But for tonight, we're still going to be under some pretty cloudy conditions. It's still going to be very, very cold. 11 degrees for that low temperature. And then as we head into tomorrow, still going to be fairly cold. We're going to be under that freezing point of 32 degrees. But we're going to be making our way slowly into the 20s. 21 degrees for that high temperature tomorrow. Still, those mostly cloudy skies are going to be dominating. But don't be surprised if you do see a few flurries throughout the day. And some of that could be even getting a little bit more significant, a little bit heavier snow by the time we hit the afternoon and even the evening hours, and especially the overnight hours as well for into early on Friday morning. But that low temperature for tomorrow, 17 degrees. And as mentioned before, that snow coming back in on Friday, but slight warming trend. Friday, 25 degrees. A lot of that snow will start tapering off. And then Saturday, once again, 23 degrees. Sunday, though, something we haven't seen in quite a while. Temperatures in the 30s. 32 on Sunday under some mostly cloudy conditions. And then Monday, even continue to warm up. 35 degrees under some cloudy conditions. Well, I don't know about you guys, but usually when I think of the 30s, I'm a little disappointed because it's so cold. But I'm actually excited to be in the 30s because it's a warm-up, so definitely interesting.
A warm-up when you say we're in the 30s. We know we're in
exactly.
We're in winter when you have to say that.
Exactly. Much closer to normal temperatures coming our way.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Rachel. We'll be right back after a short break with your Crusader Sports. Stay tuned.
Are you looking for true love? As a matter of fact, I am. Well, have I got news for you. Put yourself in the capable hands of our expert matchmaking team.
Hi.
Tell me more. The Torch and VUTV are teaming up to send a few lucky couples on a romantic blind date this February 12th. How do I sign up? You can sign up in 2 ways. First, sign up online at valpotorch.com or on VUTV's Facebook page to fill out our love compatibility survey. Second, you can sign up in the Chapel View Lounge at our table during chapel breaks, January 28th to February 8th. I'll go now! Calling all lovebirds, are you looking for a mate to share your nest with this Valentine's Day? Let the Torch and VUTV help. You can sign up online at valpotorch.com or on VUTV's Facebook page and fill out our love compatibility survey. Or find us in the Chapel View Lounge from January 28th to February 8th. Catch you there, Crusaders!
Welcome back to The Shield. With a look at all your Valpo sports, we turn it over to VUTV Sports Director Drew Taylor. Drew?
Thanks, Erica. The Valpo women's basketball team was at UIC Saturday looking for their second conference win of the year. After mustering just 44 points in their previous affair, the Crusaders came out with authority in the first half. Cue the highlight, please, as we quickly show you Tabitha Gerardo from the right wing, followed by Sheree Richardson hitting from long range. Richardson had a career-high 18 for the game. With a little over 5 minutes left in the half, Shakira Scott spots up from downtown, knotting things up at 30. Now we skip to the second half. Sheree Richardson hitting not one but 2 3-pointers down the stretch. It wouldn't be enough, however, as Valpo falls in the end by a score of 82-75. What did it for the Flames, you might ask? How about a combined 42 points, 16 rebounds from Terry Bender and Katie Hanneman? That, in addition to 20 Crusader turnovers, led to UIC coming out on top. The Brown and Gold will rest up before heading to the Brew City Thursday. Tip time for Valpo Milwaukee will be at 7 p.m. and can be heard on WVUR 95.1 FM. Saturday marked the first game at the Arc for the Crusader men's basketball team since the students returned from Christmas break. If that wasn't motivation enough, the first 300 in attendance were given free t-shirts. Coach Bryce Drew on the impact of the Valparaiso.
Horizon League play has started, the most important time of the year. Students, you are important. When you come, our team plays better. It's loud, it's exciting. When the students are there, when the student section's rocking, it's the best environment in the Horizon League, one of the best environments in the country. As coaches and players, what makes our game atmosphere so special is the Valparaiso. You guys are loud, you guys are energetic, the opposing team feels your pressure that you put on them. The refs get excited because our crowd's into it. We are very, very fortunate to have such a great student section as the Valparaiso.
That message was heard loud and clear as the students came out in full force Saturday to cheer on the Crusaders as they faced their toughest conference test of the season, the unbeaten Wright State Raiders. Let's go to the highlights, shall we? Early on, it was Reggie Arsenault putting on a clinic. First, a 3-ball from the left wing, then a nice backdoor cut that led to a floater inside. He finished with 14 on the night. With just over 9 to play first half, Valpo throws it down to Kevin Van Vyk for the tough bucket near the right block. Now Eric Buggs with a move here in the lane resembling that of Rajon Rondo tied things up at 19. Both teams would trade punches in the first half. Your score after 20 minutes, 34-30 Raiders. Valpo came out sluggish for the better part of 4 minutes until Kevin Van Vyk found Matt Kenny for this open tray. Good things always seem to happen when Van Vyk touches the ball as he facilitates once again, this time to Will Bogan, who drains the long ball from the corner. 42-42 early second half. Later, it was Matt Kenny again from deep. He's made 6 of his last 10 from beyond the arc, folks. This one puts Valpo within 2. Then Ryan Brokoff, proving to all why he was named Horizon League Player of the Year. Under a minute now, he somehow manages to get this one to go. And under 30 ticks left, Valpo with the ball up a point. Conventional wisdom says run down the clock as much as possible in this situation. But Brokoff, as you know, is far from conventional. Without hesitation, he lifts for a 3-pointer, hitting nothing but net and sending the Arc faithful into an all-out frenzy. The Brown and Gold would hang on from there. Final score, Valpo 69, Wright State 63. Here's how the stats looked from Saturday. Kevin Van Vyk had 18 points and 7 boards. Add that to his 31 points against Detroit, and what does that equal? Well, Horizon League Player of the Week honors, that's what. So congrats to him. The Crusaders will have a long rest and won't play again till Wednesday, January 30th, traveling to Youngstown State for a 6 o'clock contest. For more on that matchup and to stay up to date on everything Crusader sports, log on to valpoathletics.com. That's it for sports. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Drew. Now that the weather has made it very clear that the winter is not going away anytime soon, we'll take you out to the parking lot right outside of our studio where I show you how to prepare your vehicle for the winter season.
Before winter makes itself known here in Northwest Indiana, it's important that you keep yourself safe for the upcoming winter season, along with preparing your car as well. Products such as the de-icer windshield washer fluid, along with the good old shovel and ice scraper, will keep you safe as the snow begins to fall.
I also purchase a big box of kitty litter.
Experienced drivers know all the tricks, including Wisconsin native Quinn HUEBNER.
Because it does weigh down the back of the car, but also if you were to be sliding on ice, you can use it as traction on the snow.
For those drivers who have yet to experience a true Northwest Indiana winter, Sam Andre offers his advice.
Make sure that you know that first off that it's going to be bad outside, so you should be wary of that, and then also drive the speed limit or a little bit under when the weather is bad so that they don't go out of control too easily.
Essential tools for this upcoming winter season is a shovel and some patience.
It's sometimes impossible to back out over the snowdrifts. You need to shovel your way out. That's one thing I learned after moving to Valpo and parking in the residential parking spots.
Another headache for drivers is black ice. Black ice is not visible, which is why drivers need to pay extra attention when approaching intersections, off-ramps, bridges, and shady areas. The Indiana Department of Transportation offers advice to drivers when weather conditions take a turn for the worst. Remember, ice and snow, take it slow. Sam gives himself enough time to defrost his car windows before he heads out the door in the morning.
Go out there earlier in order to make sure that I'm still on time for classes.
And now with our last check of weather, Storm Shield meteorologist Rachel Dunsing joins us in the studio.
Well, hello once again, guys, and we've been talking about kind of the big weather story has been this cold weather. And we do have a chance of snow coming in tomorrow night as well. So if you like snow, definitely look forward to that as well. But we're also going to be experiencing a warm up by the beginning of next week in the 30s, something that we're not used to seeing. It's definitely nice that we get to see some warmer temperatures by next week.
Well, looking forward to it, Rachel. Thanks a lot. And that's all the time we have here on The Shield. I'm Brendan Kinney.
And to get on-demand VUTV programming, log on to youtube.com/ValpoVUTV. For everyone here, I'm Erica Koger. Thanks for watching.